All right, guys, the family, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys having a great and exceptional day. All right, today I take you to the good old T.O, as they call it, the locals, Toronto, Canada. First time going there was last year in July. It was a very beautiful experience. If you have not been to Toronto, Canada, go. It's a beautiful city, especially if you're a fan of New York. You know, I always say Toronto's like New York City, except it's cleaner and less congested. So I'll leave it at that. Now, this was an interesting article that I read the other day, family. With food shortages, lower income neighborhoods not having never really having adequate access to healthier foods / grocery stores. So the wonderful city of Toronto, Canada has implemented recycling former city metro buses into mobile food markets. Now, according to the article, back in 2010, the city of Toronto, and it's ironic before I even go forward, that's back when I got my first passport as an adult in 2010. And my goal was to go to Canada. I never did. And that's why I'm glad I did it last year and I was proud of myself. Beautiful country. Can't wait to go back. But anyways, the city of Toronto decided to launch a program that converts old unused metro buses into mobile grocery stores called Mobile Giant Food Markets. And ever since, they've been traveling across the city of Toronto's metropolitan areas selling great, affordable, fresh food. They have been especially successful and helpful in lower income neighborhoods. I myself had the pleasure of seeing this for myself, and I commend it in a very, very, very big way, family. Because if the COVID-19 pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us to do our very best. Not everybody's going to be 100% successful, but at least try our very best. You know, try. They say do or do not do. There is no try, but certain things we struggle with, certain things we're good at. It is what it is. Okay. So, we can at least try our best to be as healthy as possible. The article also stated that it started out as a collaboration between Food Share Toronto, the City of Toronto, and the United Way Toronto. They came up with the idea to take an old bus and convert it into what is now a mobile food market. Everything from broccoli to lettuce to apples, onions, and it's all available when the bus comes to town. Twice per week, because the costs involved by the bus had to be taken care of. Obviously, it has to be taken care of. Food prices aren't much lower than what might be found in the supermarket, but in certain instances, it might be a little bit lower, and it's just easier access. So you're paying for the access. You're paying for the convenience. And sometimes you have to pay for the convenience, you know. But what do I know? However, at least families have the opportunity to purchase higher quality, nutrient-dense food when the bus visits. And one thing I can say is that if anyone's ever looked at like old TV show, old movies, things of that nature, from the 1950s and 1960s, vegetables and fruit stands were mobile via horse buggy because there weren't such things as grocery stores. You had, like you see farmers markets nowadays, you know, and that's where people take freshly grown food from their farm and they go to these specific farmers markets throughout the country as far as the United States is concerned, and they sell their products right there on the market. Well, in certain towns and cities, you had mobile vendors, like I said, via horse buggy, or, you know, even when the cars were implemented, people would sell their, they would sell their fruits and vegetables via their vehicles and whatnot. So, like I said, this isn't a new thing, but implementing it more and more in major cities, especially areas where there is, you know, lower income areas, so people don't have to go to overpriced neighborhoods, and because certain neighborhoods might not have a Whole Foods or whatever. And like I said, we're talking about Canada here, so they have their own versions of their own upper echelon grocery stores and mid-level grocery stores, things of that nature. You know, just like any other Western nation would. So, but anyways, it was normal to see these things back in the 1950s and 60s. So I think this is a beautiful thing. The article ended on this note, family, saying that mobile good food markets address the need for fresh quality produce in food deserts. Neighborhoods where a grocery store is nowhere in sight or too expensive for residents. In the current model of development, some neighborhoods don't receive adequate transit services, or people don't own cars. People don't own cars, and the local grocery store is too expensive or far away. Mobile markets offer a low-cost place to buy quality produce while meeting neighbors close to home. Even though this program is nonprofit, it's still a great idea of being entrepreneurial in a very creative way. And I could not agree with that statement more, family. In today's world, we have to go all out of our way to figure out how we can make money moves in our sleep, on the internet, or in the streets, legally, of course, family. So please, City of Toronto, keep up the great work. Can't wait to see you guys again, most likely next year. All right, so on that note, don't forget to check out Larry's Anything Goes online store. We sell a variety of products. I'm still going to be making some updates to the store. This year, I'm going to come up with more of a new thing. I'm going to go from there, all right? So, on that note, family, do the great three things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to broke like a fool. And remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2024. Can't believe it's almost the middle of the year, but yes, it is 2024. It's time for you to own something. So if it's not going to be a business, hopefully it's going to be some assets because, hey, assets make the world go round. All right, take care.